Hi, everyone. On this episode of Purpose and Profit, we're going to be joined by Sheena Romero, a powerhouse digital marketing strategist who's helping real estate investor coaches scale beyond the hustle. With over a decade of experience in launching high converting offers, Sheena has mastered the art of blending automation, AI, and emotionally resonant content to turn expertise into scalable digital products and sold out live events. Sheena doesn't just teach marketing, she builds brands that feel aligned, strategic, and deeply impactful. Her mission to help more women create profitable online businesses without tech overwhelm, burnout, or sacrificing their purpose in the process. If you're ready to stop trading time for money, connect with your audience more authentically, and grow a brand that reflects both your mission and your ambition, this conversation is for you. Welcome, Sheena.
Hi, thank you for that was a wonderful welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you. So, you and I met through a mentorship. So tell me kind of how you got where you are now.
Yeah, well, when I did go through the mentorship, in real estate investor mentorship, actually I enrolled in two, right? So I'm not sure if what year did you join the mentorship?
Oh, uh,
2021, 2022.
I think it was 21.
Yeah, so one of the OGs. So I also enrolled into digital marketing. Um, so I did both of them just because I want to be able to get into the reels. That's has been, my dream. But then, of course, my mind being into like tech tools, systems, that really got me so curious, and I just fell in love with it and ended up just merging both and serving, the REI world, and also being able to um, actually pursue the passion that I didn't know I have. It took me 40 plus years before I really found out that, oh, wow, this is what I'm good at. So,
That's awesome. What is your passion?
So my passion is automation. Even before, because I migrated here 15 years ago from the Philippines. So even before, even when I was in the Philippines, I was thinking like I love systems, tools, creating events, and I didn't know. Like I was thinking like, what am I good at? Because there are some people who are naturally good at singing and art and tech. They already know exactly what they're good at. Even my brothers are one of my brothers good in C coding, like creating apps, and then my other brother is good with tech. Now he's doing automation tech for high level, and then my sister is a nurse, so they're like they know what they want. But with me, I was trying to figure it out. What am I good at? But being able to create, now I can say that looking back, I was really good at organizing, creating events, and also the automation tools. And where I'm at right now, and also my mom had a staffing agency that was our bread and butter. I went to college because of that, so she helps out big companies get manpower from the Philippines. So that's where the virtual assistants came from, and me serving clients. Everything just came together. So
I love that. So tell me a little bit about what you're offering right now.
So what I'm offering right now, I usually open it up to different coaches, but right now what I'm attracting are coaches in the REI industry. It can be if they're into loans or sub two. I have clients for wholesaling. I have clients for house flipping. I have clients for pet split, and you know how when you have an event, live event, I do live events, right? Because it's like an immersion. You bring people in one space, and it's just different when you see a lot of other people raising their hands when you ask them, like, do you guys have problem with, building a legacy or building, passive income, right? And seeing everyone saying that yes, that's what I want, or no, right? Like everyone having that, raising their hand, or saying all of their pain points. As a real estate investor, of course, I'm supporting the coach, right? And being able for them to see, realize that all of these, you are gathering all of these people who have the same pain, is really just astounding, right? And that makes you, as a coach, real estate investor coach, helping other people build, generational wealth, really is just amazing. And me being an introvert, it's like it works really well because I am in the back end helping out the coach step into their fullest self and being able to support their leads, their students, their mentees, and just showing up for them and then just closing the sale. And we do all the tech, all the content creation, all the messaging. And that's a reason why I kind of am into that real estate investor. So I think God really just, merged it together for me. And I don't see, I've had I've supported coaches who are into health and all of that before in the past, but for live events, my niche is really, I'm seeing that it's real estate investors and loan, anything that revolves around real estate investing, and of course providing the support, which is virtual assistants, um, that helps our coaches, our business entrepreneurs be able to start up because um, you there are some coaches out there that are high level. They can hire different pieces, right? And some coaches are just starting out, and that's what's so hard for them. They hire a coach to teach them that live events are possible, and some of them hire a coach and also high level experts, but when they step into the room, they talk to me about their pain, and their pain is like, I hired a coach, this is my possibility, now I have some students coming in, but now I don't know what's I don't know what to do with the tech. So I put it all together, the messaging, landing pages, funnels, you name it, like email marketing, SMS reminders, and everything.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
So how does someone know um, when they should engage you?
So that's a really great question because there are two different people that I serve, right? One, they don't have enough following as of yet. Some of them have just 400. They're just still building their. Well, actually, there are three. Some people they don't have that following. Some people um, they don't have email list as of yet, and some people they have following, they don't have email list, and they are, well, these two are going to be the same because they don't have, both have authority, and I'm speaking because I'm thinking of my clients as I say this, right? There are some clients who already have authority. It means that they can command their leads or their viewers and their followers to take action into opting into their event or getting into their event or purchasing into their mentorship. There are some clients who don't have that as of yet, and building their list, or they already have following, but they still haven't really shown up fully to be known as a go-to expert for example, pad split or, sub two or whatever. And then the other one is they have following, they have authority, they can command their audience. And I'm just here to just like, let's go get it. And I help with negotiation. I help them close deals. I give them like what to say and all of that. So they really fully step in just to be able to like really help out their students, but with even with the curation of how to close, because there are some clients of mine, they are coaches, they're good at what they do, but in sales they need a little bit of help, and that's where I help out as well to close the deals.
That's so funny. It's like you have the whole like vision, and then you're like, all right, here it all is in a nice little package. You go do it.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I see that a lot. I see a lot of experts that are in this space that do really, really well, but they don't sell their expertise very well. And so I could see where you definitely would bridge that gap and help them with those next levels.
Yeah. Yeah, because there is actually sometimes they have the authority. It's just, showing up like what you're doing right now. Like there are some people who will, eventually fall in love with you, right? And the more you show up, the more they know that they can rely on you. So that's what I tell my, one of my coach client that has authority. When we launch master classes, is sometimes it will take a month or two, and in those gaps I would tell her like still show up, bring value, show your life, be authentic, be show vulnerability and all of that, so that when we time, that means that they stay warm, they stay in love with my client. So when it time comes, because I usually do my marketing 2 weeks prior, we start our marketing 2 weeks prior to the event, and 1 week prior I do the all the creation of the funnel, designing of everything. But of course, with me being in this niche in the REI industry, I already know the language and the pain points of the target audience, right? But I usually start out with that, because sometimes there are some people like in co-living, sometimes people would say a specific language. I tailor all of the pain of their audience into the curation of the message. So I start out with the marketing 2 weeks prior, but there are times like one of my clients would say like, I want to run the event like in less than I would create it like in 2 days. I would have to create her masterclass, but I accept it because I want to be able to master it so I can provide results, because that result I know will help me, help another client. So it's a really good challenge, but at the same time, when I see the result, I see the conversion, it's just beautiful, you know.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So you and I have known each other for a couple years, and we
Mhm.
have seen so much growth since we first met each other. And so tell me, what I know that right now you are crushing this space and you're connecting people with amazing virtual assistants. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, actually, it's funny because you're saying that I actually am having my VA prepare a pitch deck for me for to get an investor for to grow my high level coach sales system, because it's something unique. So I see myself as really just helping connect both worlds, being able to launch like big events. I don't know yet about live on-site events, but right now it's all virtual. But I want to be able to see like all of my clients, because a lot of my clients are like they extend with me, right? Because sometimes when I told you that some clients they don't have authority as of yet, and usually I see the journey of my clients, they really, some of them hit really the impact. They move, they hit the high authority in around like 6 to 12 months, right? Because sometimes in the first stage or first 6 months, it's still mastering, like the language of your audience and really showing up, warming them up. But there are some coaches who have shown up, consistently, and those people who shown up consistently, they accelerate super fast. They get to increase their authority within 6 months. They can, do like they can convert sales more. So for me, I want to be able to see my existing clients, do bigger events. I see myself as a go-to person supporting, because in 2030, I think, it's coaching is going to be a billion dollar, billions of dollar industry. And I want to be the go-to person when it comes to launching, those big events for REI coaches and yeah, coaches or course creators.
That's really exciting. And I have to imagine that I talk to a lot of people, and in our communities, they talk a lot about like your personal brand and things like that. And that's a lot of what you do. And so I think that so many people walk into this space, and when you're about to coach, even if you're an expert, you kind of have all of these self-doubts, you have all of these things. And so I bet you do end up doing a whole lot of life coaching to get people to believe in themselves to show up.
Yes, yes, because there are times, even my high authority coach, she would be like, "Oh man, like I'm just so scared," and then I would give her a pep talk and saying, like, "Remember, these people signed up for you because they love you. You will change people's lives and all of that." And just her knowing that she knows that when she have some inquiries, she just gives it to me, and I create response for her, and it just helps her out being supported that way, because her zone of genius is teaching women, um in the real estate, in the real estate investment space, right? My zone of genius is closing and helping out with her, with the marketing and all of that. So I really wish to be in that CEO that, uh how do you say this, lead people, have those people who support other coaches as well, because I can't, I cannot be all by myself, right? So I wish to be able to employ more people, to help more people, and also help more businesses. I think I'm relating that to your last question, but I just had that nudge to be able to say that.
No, and absolutely. And well, and I think that what you're doing is you're creating a community. You're
Yes.
creating a support system for people in this space that you're setting a tone for, that you are pouring into, and then they pour into each other. And it's really kind of like a very beautiful thing that's happening.
Yes, most definitely. And funny is because I always tell the coaches that having Facebook group, starting it right now, having business page, and also Facebook business page and Facebook is really the way to to monetize, to convert, and having this one too, right? YouTube, like anything that you can get, any social media that will help you put yourself out there. But the most important thing, of course, you still have your real estate investment business, but you also have to show up. So it's like, that's a reason why I encourage, coaches to have a virtual assistant, because you want to be able, although the first time will be a transition, it's going to be hard, but once you get those tasks off your plate and delegate it to your VA, then that's a time that you'll be able to do your podcast and all of that. So I don't know how you're doing it since you're just starting to delegate to your VA, but you're, I hands really hands down to you, because you're able to do your YouTube consistently, and also at the same time show up for your business and your kids. you know.
Well, I think as women, we've mastered the multitasking. So,
Yes.
no, and I'm super grateful. I think that Delegation is a learned skill that requires patience on both sides, and it's a learning thing. But I'm excited to kind of see where that goes, and I'm excited to see where you go, and
Thank you.
maintaining friends for the next few years. So tell me how everyone can get a hold of you if they want to do business with you.
So I will give you the link to that. Actually, I have a funnel designer. It's funny because you know what? If my client says I need a landing page right now, I do it right away. But for me, no, I need to, have someone else do it for me. But I think that's the same as you. It's like I don't want to let go of the things that I do because I don't trust people. But at the same time, I now that I'm starting to have more and more clients, I need to be handing off, letting go of those things that I embrace the most. But yeah, so I'm gonna be providing you with the link, but also they can reach out to me in my social media. I will be providing that for you as well, Sheena Romero. But yeah, you can DM me. Everyone, all of my clients feel comfortable in messaging me on Facebook. But also, you can click onto that link and be able to schedule a time with me as well.
That's awesome. Well, Sheena, thank you so much for your time today. Is there any last nuggets you want to share before we end?
Last nugget, I would say, if you are a coach and you have that nudge, you already have, few deals, and you have the need of being able to help out other people, I would say just jump into it and start doing it, because sometimes we have that imposter syndrome, thinking like, who am I to be doing that, but I think that when you are feeling called to doing it, start doing it, finding the right coaches to guide you on that. I'm sure, you are in that club where, you know, um, there's a lot of coaches, but also prior to you hiring a high level expert or a tech, consult with me, because I might be able to um, build that for you and be able to show you what that looks like if you step into that space, and we will fully support you. That is all.
I love that. And I'm gonna spin it a little bit, and I'm gonna say, even if you're not a coach,
Yes, that's
you
true.
know that you're supposed to be a coach. Sheena will hold your hand and she will get you to the other side.
I think that is the starting point, because some people are not like, who am I to like, what does that what does that qualify me to be a coach? If you're just someone who are able to, help out other people, I'm not sure if you have a few deals. Of course, it's much better to have those deals in, right? So that you're able to really show sample that you are successful in that field. I have actually that one client. She's been in the space for 20 years, and it's just now that she's showing herself to the world. So, yeah, you can be that person, and know that if you're ready to help out other people and you don't know if you can be a coach, consult with me. I'll help you out.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I hope everybody reaches out to you.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have a great day, Amanda.
You too.